Racing fans, we're about 30 minutes away from the first race here at Hawthorne. Once again, 4 carryover pools today. First race, pick 5 carryover, $5,068. Second race, early pick 4 carryover, $2,393. Third race, pick 6 carryover, $487. Eighth race, jackpot I-5 carryover, $74,719. First race starts, the rolling daily doubles, rolling pick 3s, the 50-cent pick 5. Here are the changes in your pick 5 races. There are no changes in race 1. Second race, the turf is listed as firm. We're getting some rain right now. That seems to be letting up. Rail set at 20 feet out. Starts the early pick 4, carryover $2,393, scratch 6 indicia, scratch 6 indicia. Third race starts a pick 6, $487 carryover. There are no changes. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard and scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard, scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fifth race starts a late pick 4. Scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. Scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. 6 Fit to Fly carries 2 pounds over the program weight. 10 Fever Nation, make the jockey Alexis Centeno, the weight's okay. Alexis Centeno rides 10 Fever Nation. 11 Hurts So Good goes. Those are the changes in your pick 5 races. That pick 5 carryover, once again, $5,068. Post time for the first in about 28 minutes at Hawthorne. We'll update the track conditions for you shortly. Thank you.
And good afternoon, racing fans. Welcome to Hawthorne Racecourse for a Wednesday afternoon of thoroughbred action. Jim Miller and Emily Gullikson. We were going to be in the winner's circle. We were going to be in the PointsBet Sportsbook first, Emily. And then we're celebrating the retirement of one of our great employees, Bonnie Monahan, up there. So then we said, let's go outside. It's been nice out. It hasn't rained in, what, a month?
Exactly.
So we sit outside in the winner's circle. We're getting just ready to go. Emily opens up her computer, and a big raindrop just plops right there. I'll tell you, we moved quickly. Steven is still recovering from getting doused a little bit, Emily, but got out of the rain, so we're in the paddock now to talk about today's race.
Yeah, we made the decision to move just at the right time because as soon as we decided to move into the cover, it started raining pretty hard, some pretty hard hail.
Yep.
And now the biggest question around is, what's going to happen with the turf?
It'll be fine. We need rain. I mean, it hasn't rained here in, what, almost 4 weeks.
Yes.
So you look at what we had here. This was 10, 15 minutes of rain. Yesterday we had the sprinklers on the turf course for almost 3 hours. So it's one of those things where a little bit of rain isn't going to do anything for today's card. And Emily, you got to turn loose on Sunday, do that second half of the card on your own, have a lot of fun. But the cool thing about it, you got to see carryover in the early pick 4, in the pick 5, and the high 5. So it was a good card, but it looked like some pretty competitive racing and some nice prices too.
It absolutely was. And we had a lot of people actually playing along and having some success, and a couple people that were alive to those potential scores, and even the late pick 4 as well, to come out with a price. So it was a good day all around. And as you mentioned, I think that kind of highlights the card. At least starts it off with the carryover in the pick 5, and then the carryover in race 2 that starts at pick 4.
Yeah, and we talk about takeouts here at Hawthorne all the time. So the takeout in the pick 5 and pick 4 is just 15%. That pick 5 carryover just over $5,000. Pick 4 carryover almost $2,500. High 5 in the last is almost $75,000. Now that's the jackpot wager, so you need one live ticket. But Emily, 12% takeout on Win Play Show. It's the lowest in the country. Everybody's been supporting our races. And a day like today, being our first Wednesday of the meet, we want to work with our partners at Horseshoe Indianapolis because they're one that we can stagger back and forth with. Parks is running today in Delaware, but not a whole lot of racetracks out there, so people should be focusing on our races too.
Yeah, people should always be. And today is no exception. It is a very competitive card. There's a lot of opportunities, not even just with those carryovers, but with each race, starting off even race 1, you're starting off knowing that there's that pick 5 carryover. Where are you going to do with the 1? Try to beat that horse, kind of open it up, get yourself some separation from a lot of the other tickets. And I think that always makes for competitive racing and good handicapping as well, and good just kind of fundamental gambling.
Yeah, for those that are checking in that are playing our online contests, they're not playing today. Today's races got skipped over. There was a little website glitch, but the website is back up now, so that is a good thing. So they'll be back going for tomorrow's races. But we have some friends that are in that top 5 that are battling all the way to the end, so we wish them the best of luck. Today's card, again, 8 races. We do have 3 on the grass today, couple of turf races tomorrow, and then looking back to Sunday, or moving forward to Sunday, I guess, we moved the turf rail in 10 feet, so you can get up to 12 starters on the grass, so that's going to be a good thing too. And then we're only about 4 weeks away from Hawthorne Derby, and you saw Savaco win on the turf. We talked about this horse last week. I'm guessing they're going to point to the Hawthorne Derby.
I guess they should. Yeah. It was a good effort. The horse was favored. He's going out for the live barn, but did have to kind of work for that win. Didn't really look like a winner at many points of call. So we'll have to see how that field stacks up. But with Savaco, I'd imagine they're probably pointing to that race. Happy they got the win, maybe some conditioning, and that could perhaps help the horse move forward in the second start here.
Yeah, definitely could do so. So we'll see what we get out of Savaco. But again, Hawthorne Derby Day is June 25th. That's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be busy that day because we have the Horse Players Invitational. Did I hear you're going to have a friend that we know from the area coming in to help you host too?
Yep, my buddy Ed DeRosa, or our buddy, friend of the show, will be on. Ed DeRosa hosting, and I'm looking forward to that. I've known Ed over the years. He's given me a lot of opportunities in racing, kind of for my career. So I really look forward to working with Ed again and making this such a great show. I know there's so many players that are coming in that are really excited. It's kind of getting the nickname as the best tournament in the country. And that's no joke, and it's not hyperbole, because there's no entry fee. You're betting live money. You're being able to make wagers that you want to make, right, with a set bankroll, and coming out here and you're playing with some of the top players. So I'm really looking forward to it, trying to do something different. And yeah, I'll be busy for once, so that'll be new. That'll be something different for me. I'm usually pretty chill most of these days.
Well, the thing we talked about in last year, you were on the other end of it because you were interviewing a lot of these players, and I know you like to play in a lot of the different contests too. So you get to talk strategy. You get to talk bankroll management. We've expanded the bankroll for the contest a little bit more to supply more optional races too, so everybody can focus on their circuit. But like you mentioned, it's kind of a who's who of players. I mean, there's NHC champions. There's so many qualifiers, Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge qualifiers, so many friends in that who know their stuff in the industry. So it's cool because not everybody thinks the same way either when they're handicapping races.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something we talked about with Ed, as we're kind of strategizing of how we want to talk about this, is really allow those different type of strategies, because it does create for evergreen content for people that are watching and looking to be in the next Hawthorne Invitational or come out to our tournaments, getting that knowledge from the experienced players. Because every time you play a tournament, at least for myself, I can't really speak for anybody else, but anytime I've played a tournament, I always leave learning something new.
Yeah.
And a lot of that experience now we're kind of bringing into the space where people can learn from others' experiences to kind of eliminate mistakes. And I think that the show and this tournament will create that opportunity for a lot of people, and then learning from those great players.
Yeah, Paul Halloran won a huge contest not too long ago, and we had Matt Miller on Howard Kravitz's podcast with Paul when he won it. And Matt Miller's had some incredible runs in contests too. But to listen to how they say that you have to take chances, and there's times where you're just going to bottom out and things aren't going to run that way, that's fine. But you can't really nickel and dime in some of these contests. You have to take that opportunity, go after it, take a stance on a racehorse. And these are guys that have done it with a whole lot of success. And yes, you may see times where you go a couple weeks where that just doesn't work out. And then there's other times where you may tie 2, 3, 4, 5 contests together and just have a great run too.
Yeah, it's a lot like playing, right? As long as you're sticking to making smart plays and making good wagers, in the long run you should be ahead, right?
Yep.
That's the goal, right? Is to kind of get to that point. And we'll see that a lot with tournament play, but again, just in and day out play, and kind of cycling back to Hawthorne, is having those low takeout opportunities helps people position themselves in order to win.
And that's what it's all about. It's all about making money here at Hawthorne with the low takeout and win play show wagers. People are focusing on our races. They're jumping into the other pools too, so that's a good thing to see. So much action going on today, Emily. Good luck to everybody with all of their selections. I think you're heading back up to the PointsBet Sportsbook. You might be partying a little bit with the crew, but you have your followers up there. I'm sure Jim Watkins will be up there, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a horse in today, actually. He's got T-Burn switching to the turf, and I love that surface switch for this horse. The race shape itself, he's going to have to earn it because there's a lot of pace pressure in that turf sprint, but I like that move for this horse, so we'll see. I hope Jim has some success.
Yeah, they'll be loud. They'll be cheering everybody on as well, too. So good luck to everybody with all of your selections. They're walking into the paddock for the first. I'm going to run upstairs and see if we can take a look at this one before we get them going out on the racetrack for race number 1. Good luck.
Racing fans, those of you just arriving, we're about 17 minutes away from the first race here at Hawthorne. Here once again are the changes on the complete program. As of now, the track is listed as fast, turf is listed as firm, rail set at 20 feet out on the turf course. First race starts the rolling daily doubles, rolling pick threes, the 50-cent pick five. Pick five, one of 4 carryover pools today. Pick five carryover, $5,068. No jockey changes, no scratches, no overweights in the first. Second race, turf firm, rail set at 20 feet out. Starts the early pick 4 with a carryover $2,393. Scratch 6 indicia. Scratch 6 indicia. Third race starts at pick 6, carryover $487. There are no changes in the third. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard, scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard, scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fifth race starts a late pick 4. As of now, the turf firm rail set at 20 feet out. Scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. Fifth race, scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. Number 6 Fit to Fly carries 2 pounds over the program weight. We have a late jockey change on number 7 Cyclone Attack. This rider change being announced for the first time in the 5th race. 7 Cyclone Attack make the jockey Javier Ortiz. The weight's okay. Correction. That's Javier Tavares riding number 7 Cyclone Attack. The weight's okay. Javier Tavares to ride 7 Cyclone Attack. Number 10 Fever Nation make the jockey Alexis Centeno. The weight's okay. Alexis Centeno rides 10 Fever Nation. Number 11 Hurts So Good will race. Sixth race, 4 Bunny Shine carries 1 pound over the program weight. Scratch 5 short straw, scratch 5 short straw. Seventh race, no changes. Eighth race, jackpot high 5 carryover, $74,749. Turf firm rail set at 20 feet out. 1 Cat Royale carries 2 pounds over the program weight. We have a late jockey change on number 2 Romantic Attack being announced for the first time. Eighth race, 2 Romantic Attack, make the jockey Olaf Hernandez. The weight's okay. Olaf Hernandez rides 2 Romantic Attack. We also have a workout for 2 Romantic Attack. Romantic Attack worked at FanDuel Racing on May 30th. 4 furlongs, 50 and 4, breezing on a fast track. That work for 2 Romantic Attack. Racing fans, I remind you, Win Play Show wagers have the lowest takeout in the country, just 12% on your Win Play Show wagers here at Hawthorne. We're 14 minutes away from the first race. Dirt track currently listed as fast. The turf is listed as firm. Rail set at 20 feet out. The rain has left the area. We do urge you to make your selections early. We're 13 minutes away from the first at Hawthorne. Thank you. Coming on the track for the Wednesday opener, they'll go 1 mile and 70 yards on a track currently listed as fast. Field of 6, there are no changes. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta. This race starts the rolling daily doubles, rolling pick threes, the 50-cent pick five. Pick five, one of 4 carryover pools today. Pick five carryover $5,068. Post time in 6 minutes for the first. They are parading. Here they are. 1 Pistol Box with Javier Tavares riding. 2 is Behavin' Myself. Correction, 2 is Wildwood's Warrior, Victor Santiago. Here's 3 Christmas Present, Julio Felix riding. 4 is Behavin' Myself, Ola Fernandez. Number 5 is Blurt, Emmanuel Giles. 6 is Not Very Gentle, Alexis Centeno will bring him to the gate, and I'll be there in about 5 minutes. Kick off the Wednesday program at Hawthorne. Dirt track fast, turf listed as firm with the rail set at 20 feet out. This pick 5 carryover, $5,068. Racing fans, little time remains for the wager on today's first race here at Hawthorne. I'd like to thank you for joining us wherever you may be across the betting network, the comfort of your own home, inter-track or off-track facilities right here at Hawthorne. You picked a good day to join us. We've got 4 carryover pools to go after. This first race starts at pick 5. That carryover is $5,068. Second race starts at 50 cent early pick 4. That carryover $2,393. Third race starts at pick 6. That carryover $487. And the 8th race has a jackpot high 5 carryover of $74,749. Despite the rains that we had here the last hour or so, it hasn't rained that much, but I mean, it was here, and track remains listed as fast, turf remains listed as firm, rail set at 20 feet out on that turf course. Close to starting time for race 1 at Hawthorne. Moving towards the gate, less than a minute. Racing fans are at the starting gate for today's first race, first of 8 on the Wednesday program. Remember our racing schedule now, Wednesday, Thursday, Sundays. First race every day we race 2:30 Central Time. They're loading up for the first at Hawthorne. Six pack of runners to kick off the pick 5, one of 4 carryover pools today. Last 2 to go in, Christmas Present and Not Very Gentle. Waiting now for Not Very Gentle. They're on the gate. They're off. Blurt going out for the lead. Wildwoods Warrior showing speed between those two. Behaving Myself. And now it's Behaving Myself and Blurt, the 2 that go on. Christmas Present takes over 3rd as Wildwoods Warriors allowed to settle into 4th. And then moving up on the outside, Not Very Gentle came away 5th. Pistol Box, the early trailer. Pistol Box about 14 lengths behind the embattled leaders as they begin their journey on the backstretch. The opening quarter, 23.61. And on the backstretch, they race. Behaving Myself leads a neck. Blurt on the outside, pressuring him 2nd. It's 5.5 lengths back. Christmas Present 3rd. Another 7 back to find Wildwoods Warrior. Not Very Gentle. And still trailing the field, Pistol Box. They've got a half mile to go, and those 2 are still at it. Behaving Myself on the inside, Blurt on the outside, still going head and head for the lead. Still a 7-length gap to Christmas Present. And then it's Not Very Gentle, Wildwoods Warrior, and Pistol Box still at the end. They've 3 furlongs from the wire. And now Behaving Myself accelerates, draws clear by 3. Blurt racing in 2nd. In third position, Christmas Present, Not Very Gentle, comes on the far outside. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Behaving Myself leads by 5, but Not Very Gentle is charging up on the outside second. Then moving up into third is Wildwood's Warrior towards the inside, trying to re-rally fourth. This Christmas Present, it's Behaving Myself, Not Very Gentle, ducks to the inside and goes on by. That's Not Very Gentle now drawing away. Not Very Gentle won by 2.5 in the end. Behaving Myself second. Pistol Box came from far back to be third. Christmas Present fourth. In today's first race, 6, Not Very Gentle finished first. 4, Behaving Myself was second. 1, Pistol Box third. 3, Christmas Present fourth. 6-4-1-3 is posted. It's unofficial. 142.82 the running time. Mile and 70 yards, fast track at Hawthorne. Returning the unofficial winner, 6, Not Very Gentle. Not Very Gentle is owned by Clabbermore Stables Limited Liability Corporation of Michael Ryan. Also owned by Heron Thoroughbreds Limited Liability Corporation of John Heron. John Heron, the winning trainer. Alexis Centeno, the winning rider. It's official. First race official running time 142.82. We had a claim. Number 2, Wildwood's Warrior was claimed. Rafael Lopez and Amelia Hernandez, new owners. Dino DeZeo, new trainer, claims 2, Wildwood's Warrior. Prices are posted. The $1 exact of 6-4, $16.40. 50-cent trifecta 6-4-1, $18 even. 20-cent superfecta 6-4-1-3, $26.92. Today's second race, as Win Play show, exacta trifecta superfecta starts another daily double, another pick 3, and today's 50-cent early pick 4. This early pick 4 has a carryover of $2,393. Turf Firm, rail set at 20 feet out. In the second race, scratch 6 Indicia, no jockey changes, no overweights. Third race starts at pick 6, carryover $487, no changes. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard, scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fourth race, scratch 1 Swiss Guard, scratch 8 Frost Warrior. Fifth race starts at late pick 4. Turf Firm, rail set at 20 feet out, scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. Scratch 3 Lake Mills, scratch 4 Alpine Ghost. 6 Fit to Fly carries 2 pounds over the program weight. 7 Cyclone Attack, make the jockey Javier Tavares, the weight's okay. Javier Tavares rides 7 Cyclone Attack. 10 Fever Nation, make the jockey Alexis Centeno. Alexis Centeno rides 10 Fever Nation. 11 Hurt So Good, will race. Dirt Track Fast, Turf Firm, rail set at 20 feet out, post time in 20 minutes. at 3 o'clock. In all cases, make your selections early. Thank you.